Hi, this is Professor Ford. Just thought I'd go over a producer surplus problem with you in Applia, or in MindTap, that is. This one starts out saying the following graph shows a supply curve for a group of sellers in the U.S. market for laptops. The orange line. Stop right there. There's the orange line here. There's a supply curve. And well, let's just read the problem. Each seller has only one laptop to sell. The market price for a laptop is shown by the black horizontal line at 200. Okay, that one. Each rectangle on the graph corresponds to a particular seller in this market. Okay, so the blue is for Sean, green for Yvette, and so forth. That's all. That's this stuff here. Use the rectangles to shade the areas representing produce a surplus for each person. Okay. And it tells us if the person will not sell the laptop at the market price. Indicate this by leaving his or her rectangle in its original position. Well, let's look at that first. Here we go. Here's the market price. Here's Cho's reservation price. This is the minimum Cho is willing to sell for, which is 240. Eric's reservation price is 280. So Cho and Eric are out of the market. They're not going to be in this thing. So we can forget them. So let's go down here. Sean's reservation price is 40 bucks. Sean is willing to sell for 40 bucks, but because the market price is 200, Sean has some producer surplus there, which is 200 minus 40. So that is $160 worth of producer surplus there. Yvette is willing to sell for 80. Yvette gets to sell for 200. So 200 minus 80, or 120, is Yvette's producer surplus. Bob's reservation price, or the minimum he's willing to sell for, is 160. Market price is 200. So the difference between 200 and 160 is 40, which is Bob's producer surplus. So let's fill those in. We go over here and grab Sean. Drag that over here. Whoops. There we go. Try that again. There we are. There. Sean's producer surplus. Yvette. Drag that over. Well, there we go. Yeah, isn't this fun? Yvette's producer surplus right there. And Bob. Okay, and there we are. We're not going to worry about Cho and Eric because they're out of the market. They have no producer surplus. I guess their producer surplus would be negative. So there we are. Based on the information on the preceding graph, you can tell that, well, what can we tell? We've got Sean, Yvette, and Bob, so we've got 3 sellers. We'll sell laptops at a given market price, and total producer surplus in this market will be, well, let's see, it's 120 minus 40 plus, well, let's go back up there. We did that. Okay, so it's this distance plus this distance plus this distance. Okay, Sean's producer surplus is 200 minus 40 equals 160. Yvette's producer surplus is 200 minus 80 equals 120. Bob's producer surplus is 200 minus 160 equals 40. So it's 160 plus 120 plus 40 equals 320. Now it says, suppose the market price of a laptop decreases to 120. Well, and then just gives us instructions there, and we just do the same thing over again. So let's grab Sean. Here's Sean's producer surplus. Yvette. And that's it. Bob's no longer in the market. The price has gone below his reservation price. He drops out. So now we only have Sean and Yvette in the market. The end. Okay, so let's see what this says. Based on the information in the second graph, when the market price of the laptop decreases to 120, the number of sellers willing to sell a laptop decreases to 2 sellers. And total producer surplus, whoops, what? Oh, okay. Total decreases. Okay. It decreases to what? Well, Sean's producer surplus is 120 minus 40. Yvette is 120 minus 80. So that's 80 here and 40 here. So 80 plus 40 is 120.